If you came across my page today, I felt led by God to share something with you. Psalm 46:1, God is our refuge and strength. If any of you ever felt like you had a trigger or a flashback from something that just made you cry uncontrollably, let me just tell you, I get those too. There's times when, well, first I want to say my sister passed away in 2019. She was 51 years old. And I don't want to go into too much detail, but her death was one that was completely unnecessary. She had diabetes, and she really didn't take good care of herself. But in the manner of the way she died, and the way I saw what happened, set me into a spiral. It triggered me like you would not believe. Like, I still have flashbacks about these things, watching how my sister passed away. And sometimes the memories keep me stuck. I don't know about you. Maybe some of you feel this way. Maybe some of you have gotten through some of these a little bit easier than me. But I know for myself that if I get a memory of my sister sometimes, her laying in her hospital bed or just her face, I just start crying. Or a song will play, and it puts me into a spiral or a funk that I get so emotional. And things like that, those types of flashbacks will definitely put me into such a place sometimes where I become depressed all day. I get emotional all day, or I just want to lay down and sleep and not think about it. But again, I have to keep in mind that I have to bring these types of flashbacks and triggers to the Lord, because He's our healer. He's the one that stays close by. He's the one that comforts us through those memories. And, and I don't want every memory of my sister to be a bad memory, or one of sorrow like that. I want to remember the good times that I had with her. I want to remember our laughter together, things like that. But, the problem with PTSD and the flashbacks is it keeps us stuck in that place of going back and remembering her face when she passed away, the way she looked. It just keeps me in a never-ending spiral. And she died in 2019, and here it is, 2026, and I still go back to that place. I still remember. And it might be because it's coming up. Actually, her passing away is coming up June 24th. Will be 7 years that she's passed. And here I am, still struggling. I'm still struggling with this. It's again, I reiterate a lot about that when we take this to God, and when He puts you on a healing journey, it's not a one-stop shop. It's not a lifting it to God and leaving it there and moving on. It's every day clinging on to Him through it. And every day He's going to release and heal these things from you. You're going to every day start feeling a little bit lighter, it becomes a little bit easier. But I find the more I talk about it, the more I share my journey with others, the more I feel that if I'm helping somebody else through this by just understanding what you're going through or what you've been through, and my hope is that it helps you too, that it helps you know that somebody out there cares about what you're going through. The flashbacks are difficult some days. And some days I don't have any at all. Some days life just feels great. Like, it just feels like everything's great. And then all of a sudden, something in my spirit says, oh, a couple weeks, it's going to be 7 years, and my sister Dawn has been gone. And then I go back to that place again, and that flashback of how she looked when she died. And it just takes me down again. And it's so hard to come back from that sometimes. It's so hard to recover quickly. Her dying and the way she died was complete sadness for me. And I share that in my story, in my book. But There's not a day that goes by that I don't think of my sister or miss her. You know, I miss her. Just like anybody else I would think would miss her, miss their family member, miss their sibling. But I'm sharing this with you today to let you know that God is our strength through this. He's our refuge. He's near the brokenhearted, and he's the one that binds up the wound, not us. We don't do it. He does it. He's the healer. He's the one that's going to carry you through these rough patches, these rough days like this, where I'm thinking about my sister, where in a couple weeks she's going to be, you know, it's going to pop up on my Facebook that she's been gone 7 years. You know, it's another memory. It's another place that's going to take me back again. And I have to get ready for that. I have to be prepared for that, because I don't want this to take me down. My purpose, what God is having me do right now, the purpose and mission is too big to be set back like that. And the devil wants nothing more than to set me back in that place in my mind mentally, to keep me stuck again. And I can't allow that. And neither can you. Your purpose in life is too big, and where God is taking you, he's got a plan for you. He's got something for you. Okay? He wants your healing. So if you're on my page and you're watching this video, there's some healing that you need in your own life that he's taking you through. And he has a bigger purpose than what your healing is, than what the trauma is, and what everything that happened to you is. He's got a bigger purpose. He's going to rise you up out of it. He's going to elevate you at some point. I can say that because he's done it for me. He's got a purpose in what he's bringing me through. And I know he has a purpose in what he's bringing you through. So if you came across this video today, comment on my page, Flashback, and let me know that you stopped by. God bless you.